Right, what's going on everyone? Today I'm going to be showing you how to expand out this arrowhead starter that I made a short on and turn it into a full base perfect for a trio. It will look a little bit something like this. Okay, so this is the end result of what your base will look like in the end. It is very strong, it can take up to like 80 rockets at least. That's to get everything from like the best raid path. I will show you how to start it in just a second. But first of all, we'll do a quick walk through the base and show you absolutely everything so you can decide if you want to actually build this or not. Okay, to start the base off, what you need to do is, one second. Right, we start with a lower triangle foundation, followed by 3 raised square foundations surrounding all these little walls, and then pick a spot for your jump up. So if we put the jump up here, then the TC is always going to be this side here. So your TC will go in this corner like so. One thing to note with when you're building an arrowhead with this lower triangle foundations, when you put the furnaces in, you need to make sure that you can actually upgrade the surrounded foundations to armored, otherwise you're going to have a problem later on. So I'll just show you what I mean. Yeah, so if it doesn't, like, if this isn't highlighted, then you need to move the furnaces like closer together. But just check all 3 of those, and if that's perfect, then you're good to go. Okay, and from here we go up into the jump up and add in 3 walls and a single doorway. The single doorway is to make the bunker like not passable, so don't use a double door frame. And I like to add in a shelf, just there just for extra storage. You don't need it, but it's just handy to have. Put a couple bucks on top of there. Alright, from here we're going to drop down and add in 2 triangle foundations and a triangle shelf piece. And then one on the inside of the base. The one on the inside of the base should keep twig, and this one is used as an early game jump up and to replace the bunker later on, so don't get rid of it whatever you do. Yeah, so we'll just have this as twig, and then decorate this out how you'd want to. I'll show you what I do in just a second. Right, so I like to have it decorated out just like this. So on the inside we've got 3 lockers, a few boxes, and the tier 3s of bags, and as you come up you'll also have some more boxes on top of here. Okay, and to start expanding this further, it's just as simple as doing triangle foundations on every point apart from the spot that's already got them. So leave those 2 there, and then this is all just honeycombing. So just surround all this in, seal it all up, even this bit here, seal this up. And then it's the same again for the end triangle pieces. These just get sealed in like so. And then we'll turn the rest of this into a loot room and a jump up. So the jump up goes just opposite the way, opposite from your current jump up. Put it in here and then turn these into loot rooms. Just like this. Something that's noteworthy too is before you place in like windows here, make sure you upgrade this stuff to armored if you can. If you're not going to, then it doesn't really matter, but at least get it to sheet before you seal them in with windows. And then this is all just sealed in apart from this one triangle on the end here. And then fill these in with boxes. So I do like 4 boxes this side, 3 boxes, repair bench with some small boxes, and in this square here, because of the bunker, it deletes stuff. So the only thing you can really put in here is like something small in the back. So I usually do the research table here, because that won't get deleted. Then do a couple beds in this square here, and do a couple electric furnaces here. If you do the third one, if you put a third one back there, it will get destroyed for some reason. I'm not quite sure why, but just do a couple there. I'll show you how this will look in a minute. I'll quickly decorate out and then show you what it'll look like. Okay, so it will look a little bit something like this when it's fully decorated out. It's a bit tight, all the gaps are a bit tight, but you can maneuver around everything fine. This entire second layer and the first layer I make all HQM. It's up to you if you want to do that. If you're not going to bother making the entire layer HQM, just do like the inner squares. So do the 3 squares here, same on the bottom. And then to expand up the way, it's all symmetrical by 3 from this point. So if I enable symmetry, we will surround this in like so. This is going to be a jump up, but we want a triangle floor piece above, because this is also your way up too. This point here is going to lead out to the bunkers, and then this way around here is going to be your jump up. So if we come down here, I'll show you how to start the jump ups. You just do a couple of squares like this, and then this is your entrance and your jump up. The jump up's like, sorry, it's a ladder chute, so your chute goes up here. So just like a little bit something like this, seal this in, and then this is your chute right here. And these bits here are like sealed in. Just like so. Have this like fully sealed in. And then this square right here is going to be a bedroom for each player. So just you can do just a simple bed and a locker if you want. I like to put a couple of small boxes in for basically like reseal kits. So just put a couple of small boxes here and some mats and stuff in there. And seal this off entirely. And just leave those the triangles with the jump ups, leave those not sealed in. Obviously seal the center piece in. And then these from on top of here, it's just as simple as, is that right? Yeah, from on top of here, it's just as simple as doing your standard double door frame sealed in, and we put a single door out to, this is going to be your, towards your shooting floor right there. I like to put batteries in these triangles here. So I do a battery in there, seal off a window, and then we block that for locker later. So once it's once you've got all your electrics like wired up and stuff, block it for locker. If you do locker as far as you can to the right, then you can actually get 3 beds in the center. I'll show you. Yeah, so if you do it like that, then 3 beds will fit in next to this, just like that. And then put like a barrel or something in the center for extra, basically just loot room. Seal all these in, garage doors in the center to make it easier for you to maneuver. And I like to use a mix of armored doors and garage doors just to make it so like certain areas will be airlocked, or they're just quicker to get through. So like this is an airlock right here, but just in general it's nice to have a double armored on the way up. Right, and at this point I'll show you how you start the externals, because that's the only part that's a little bit tricky. Right, okay, so from this point here, what we're going to want to do is come to this end triangle points on every side, and we're going to do wall stacking. So just get a triangle facing directly towards the base, and then do 7 squares out. Triangle on the end, and then we just do semicircles the entire way back. Just like that. Delete everything back, and then do 3 squares, 2 triangles off the side, 1 half moon, square on the end, and then 3 more triangles. And this is your external TCs right here. Just like that. Do a couple half walls there, that's for a disconnectable. Seal this all in, then window and garage door these, so just look a little bit like this. Window, 2 garage doors. And these aren't actually your gatehouses, these are going to be bedrooms, so I seal these in with sheet, because they're going to also hold your turret pods as well. So if we do this, and then on the ends do brutalist if you can. Chuck a couple barrels on this top sections here, floor triangles here, and then put some windows in front. yourself 2 beds in here and door it off, and then put in some uh, horizontal embrasures, and that gives you those really nice little peaks there. Do that on all the sides, and make sure you come to the back of this and connect up your disconnectables, just like so, and then delete all the foundations away. And then this is your gatehouses. Sorry, not your gatehouse. That's your external bedrooms done. And to expand the base up, we do windows on each side. It's just your standard brutalist peaks, to be fair. All the way up till this point here, and then this is the same as brutalist peaks again. And just get these in, it's alright. On these bottom ones, you want the shelf piece actually for a turret. The ones up top, we don't bother with it. Just like that, and then the ones up top are just standard sealed in like this. Right, so this is the only point that's a bit complicated. This is the part where you've got to do the bunkers. So on one side, it's just, well, if you're staring back at the base, on the right hand side you do a triangle off the base and a wall off the base there, and on the other side you do a triangle off of the external and a wall here. Then you come underneath it and then do a triangle connecting off the main base like that. You can delete this floor pieces away, it's just to get the wall in the right place. And then these are just sealed on top like that. And you do a wall off this one here, triangle floor pieces the entire way along, and then a wall off this further away piece. Once you've done that, then you can open up the bunker, just like so, and connect a floor piece off of this external, just like this. You can do this either way, as in you can have it as a half moon like this, and then you get a very small peak this way with the door, or you can connect it like so instead. Doesn't really matter which way you do it. The stability is always a bit weird on it anyway, but it will stay up, it's fine. And from here, what I do next is I would go to just above your doorway and do a couple floor frames, the floor piece, and then two half walls and a floor piece. And do 2 sections of windows on top of each other, just like this. And that's your way to the roof. And these parts right here, all the gaps in between, are going to be door peaks down the way. Just like that. And then we add two half wall pieces on top of the externals, and this gives you a peek onto the roof. And then this is all just sealed as one piece, just like so. We do a couple triangle floor pieces in the way on those, and then one out the way on the jump up. And then this gives you a place for your windmills. So if you go 3 up and do 3 floor pieces like that, add your windmill on top. That's them sorted. And then for this one little gap in between, it's a square roof piece out the way. Then all you've got to do now is add in a couple low walls here. Then that gives you your peak up to the roof. And for the center of this, I like to add in a single wall and a triangle piece, and then just do a little something like that, and then add in lockers and beds against this, and then you've got a spot for your SAM site right here. For your way up, you do a garage door there. Yep. From this point here, if you want to, you can add in a couple extra doorways to protect the ways up and down, like either garage doors or armored. It's entirely up to yourself. The single doorways, you can do armored or sheet. Again, up to yourself. I like to do armored. Might be a bit overkill for some people. It's quite expensive, or relatively so. Depends on the server you're playing on, to be fair. And then if you're in braziers, it's just like that. Window, airlock, front. And for these, I like to do garage doors or armored doors. It's kind of up to yourself. Like, I prefer armored doors here, but if you do garage doors, then you have the bonus of being able to like leave them open while you're on. So when you have your turrets on these triangles here, they will protect like your entire bottom ring sort of area. From where your front door is, you're going to add in a square and a couple triangle pieces, and then we do this as a line until the third. And then connect this up a couple frames, and then this is going to be your gatehouses. So it'll be a little bit something like that, just obviously made out of stone. You don't need to do them out of sheet. And then it's just as simple as 2 walls to close the gap. Put the turrets on these triangle pieces here, and turrets again in these triangles here. So that'll be all 12 turrets. So it is designed for vanilla. Like, I've not went over the top with turrets. You can do it in vanilla. When it comes to your compound, once you've got the walls in place, if I show you, once you've got the walls in place, it's, if you want to, you can add in the large furnaces. I don't, because they block the vision from the turrets, but if you really wanted to make, like, to add in a space for them, then you're going to need to make these like walls a little bit like longer, so you'd have to do like a 3 wall section, just kind of like make it more of a sort of squared out sort of shape, so you've got a spot for the large furnaces. Otherwise the turrets just get blocked by them, so I keep it like this when they've got a view of the entire compound. But yeah, that's how you build the entire base. Is the rest of it is just decoration. So I like to add in a couple large boxes up top for these little peaks here. A couple large boxes, couple small boxes. I like to add in some lockers into the shooting floor. And then for the section down below, this is your bunkers. So you can either garage door these off, window them off, and then add in some add in some large boxes. That means you can like keep it sealed. In front of the jump ups, as far close to the bunker as you can, place beds for each person, so they've got beds right in the center, as well as still have their own bedroom on the edge. Over on each corner, everyone's the same. And for these little open sections here, I just tried to add in any of the utility items that every base should probably have, like a fridge maybe not, but you got your cooking station, your barbecue, the electrical workbench, and computer station. And then I like to add in a tier 2 in the center here, so you can kind of play this area out like it's an open core. So like you don't need to go down to like craft some ammo and meds and whatever, it's all just like readily available. And yeah, that's basically the entire base. I like to armor all the ceilings. I would recommend you do the same since it's like really cheap to do. Just armor like the basic sort of shape, like here this arrowhead shape in the center, all the way up to the top. And then you can, if you want to, you can add in boxes into the compound like so. Just like quick depot boxes. And yeah, for the metal barricades, you need 3 on the bedrooms and 2 on these ones here. But yeah, I hope that was helpful and I hope you enjoyed. Sorry, this is a bit of a rushed video. I've not really had time to record, but if anyone has any questions, just shoot me a comment. I will easily help you out. It's not a bother at all. Alright, thank you for watching. I'll see you later.